welcome in everybody. Welcome back to Heal Thy Heart. I hope everybody is doing well. I've been practicing with these new runes that I got from runes that I got from the Renaissance Fair. This morning I pulled a couple and I wrote down my interpretation of what it was trying to say. And I'm gonna bosh these names up, but I got Kano, Bracana, Isa, Nusis, Perth, Awaz, Therisas. And then for the final piece, I got Hagalaz. And I pulled some symbols to go with it, and I got the sun and the moon. So what I feel like this is trying to say to you guys today is that there's a lot of feminine energy out here dealing with somebody has a very strong lineage, a very strong, powerful bloodline, and I don't feel like you're quite understanding why you're on the defense 24 hours a day and why there's so much conflict in your life with certain people that are supposed to be the closest to you. It's letting me know that in order to grow from this, and you need to learn about the quest that you chose, there's a mystery going on with this feminine energy, and it's causing you to be in constant defense mode and create delays in your life. But in order for your future to grow, you need to understand it more, and in order to understand it more, you're going to have to find the knowledge and study what's going on and where you came from. Perhaps do a little bit of history on your bloodline or your name. There's also messages here about the people in your life that you're having conflict with, the partnerships that are going on. They're shapeshifters. They choose a matter of form that you feel is true to you, but in order to see through that veil, you need to find your true will. The final piece that was chosen was the H, and that's letting you know that it's confirmation of the destructive forces around you trying to create drastic changes because they don't want you to know your true power. The sun and the moon are represented here to let you know that you have the strength and the power, ancient gifts to move forward through your past religions and your lineage of why you're here. And the divine feminine energy of the moon is letting you know that these life cycles are coming through in your dreams. And in order to remain in your hope and your presence, you need to listen to what your dreams are trying to tell you. Some of you out there may not be able to remember your dreams too much, but if you get a journal, there's a couple of little tricks that you can do that I've learned because I don't really remember my dreams either. If you drink a glass of water right after you wake up, it'll help you remember your dreams. Also keep a journal by your bedside, and it'll help you figure out what's going on. I'm just going to put these away and ring a bell for to clear the energy. So again, there was this symbol. I don't know if you can see these. This symbol. This symbol. This symbol. This symbol. This one. And then this one. And for the final, excuse me, somebody doesn't want me to get this message to you. You're a very powerful being. This one as the final message. And then the symbols were the sun. I'm trying to get the angle correctly. And then the moon with a shooting star in a village. You come from a very very, very powerful place. And it's time for you to shine, and it's time for you to bloom and get out there. for this reading. I want to use both bells. Please clear the energy for this tarot reading for the collective. I have a wired microphone, so I just have to be careful of my arm movements because my camera is way up there and it's attached, and if I pull too hard, it's going to come flying down. Okay. Which deck wants to speak to the collective today, please, Spirit? Since this message for the runes is about more of finding out why you're on this journey, I think I'm going to use the Traveler's deck. The Sacred Travelers. Spirit, please bring me messages that the collective needs to know about their journey in life and why they chose this path. What is going on inside of them and around them that they need to know about that's not quite coming to surface? What messages does the collective need to know right now at this time, please, Spirit? What does the collective need to know at this time, please, Spirit? Talk to me. What does the collective need to know, please, Spirit? What does the collective need to know at this time? Messages, for the collective, please. Messages for the collective. Okay. The card that fell on the floor is Voyage of the Heart. Again, you have things and people surrounding you, energies and beings trying to stop you from your true purpose, trying to stop you from what you truly chose this path for. This card says love flows through you and to you, and that's why you have such a bright spirit to everybody. That's why people and animals and plants thrive around you or come to you in the time of need because you're a comfort energy to them. We have discovering the truth. It's time to discover the truth about you, how powerful you actually are. It states you stand in the light of truth. You bring truth with you. It guides you towards your higher purpose. We also have passion and pleasure. Savor your life. Stop living in the darkness of the things and the beings trying to hold you down because they're doing it on purpose. They don't want you to understand how powerful you actually are. And then we have uncovering treasure. Beneath the surface lies a great bounty. Beneath the surface of all the masking that's going on in your life and all the shapeshifters that are happening here, there is a great truth and a bounty of treasure of your powers inside of you and why you chose your path. You hold infinite abundance to you. Whatever you touch turns to gold. Abundance is pouring into your life, and you're going to notice this once you start understanding your actual true gifts and stop suppressing it into darkness, because that's what the people around you want to do. Breaking trial. A breakthrough is at hand. You're going to have a breakthrough, and it's going to be understanding what you were placed here for. We all chose our lives when we came back to this planet. Faraway places is where you're going to find your treasures. Get ready for new horizons, because once you understand this, new things are going to be pouring into your life. And then grace and gratitude. Throughout gratitude, joy expands. So once you understand what's going on and why you were put through these trials, you're going to have so much gratitude in your heart that it's going to produce nothing but greatness for you. You have a very strong spirit guide behind you, trying to help you and guide you, along with your ancestral bloodline. We have valiant courage. Take action with passion. Now is the time to take action right now and use your whole heart this time so that it can guide you correctly. And when this happens, don't expect it to be a happy-go-lucky, easy journey, because it's not going to be an easy journey. There are going to be storms at hand trying to stop you, just the way they've stopped you throughout childhood. I feel like when you were a child, you understood it a lot more. You could see things or feel things, perhaps even hear plants talking to you, see the fairies dancing in the trees. Perhaps you were a child that liked to play by yourself in nature all the time, and you never really quite understood why you couldn't connect to other little children or make those relationships. It's because you're different, you're special, you have a greater purpose in your life. And in order to get through this storm, you must clear the air and accept who you are in this time, in this lifeline. And the final card is Ascending to the Mountain. Keep moving forward and things are going to fall into place the way they should. Let's get a spirit animal for you. Can I get some guided message? Yeah, something does not want me to portray this message to you because I'm stuttering. So, can I get some guided messages from the spirit animals, please? Guided messages from the spirit animals for the collective on this journey message, please. This message to them finding out their true purpose and why everything happens the way that it does. And understand that things happen to you for a purpose. They're all learning lessons. And the things that when you're doing so good, you get so many trials and you go through so many hard times because you have those shapeshifters and those energies around you that don't want you to know how powerful you are, because once you realize that, you're going to poof them out of your life. They're going to go poof and their power is going to be gone. They're not going to be able to feed off of your high light energy anymore. You're going to have that protective barrier and they're going to starve. Understand that. Spirit animal messages, please, for the collective. Spirit animal message, please, for the collective. Which spirit animal wants to give a message to the collective about this reading? Which spirit animal wants to give the collective a message about this reading, please? Spirit animal message for the collective, please. I hope you guys can hear me because my hair keeps covering up the microphone. I do apologize. Spirit animal message for the collective, please. What does the collective need to know? One guided message for the collective, please. Thank you. We have the Enchanted Owl, Fire Energy. Embrace solitude to gain wisdom and take time alone this week to reflect on your goals. Keep a journal of your thoughts and feelings to uncover hidden insights. Thank you, Magical Owl of Wisdom, for the confirmation of the runes earlier. Something does not want me to get this message out to you because I have this frog in my throat. I was perfectly fine before I started reading this for you. Let's see what the Butterfly Oracle has to say for you guys as well. Messages from the Butterfly Oracle for the collective, please, about their journey. Messages from the Butterfly Oracle. What do the Butterfly Fae have to say for the collective, please? What kind of messages do the Butterfly Fae have to say? Messages from the Butterfly Fae, please. Any other messages from the Butterfly Fae? Messages from the Butterfly Fae, please. Any other messages? Any other messages? We have a lot of Dark Night of the Soul cards out here. Okay. Thank you. So what we have here at the top, it states, the miracle of healing. The miracle, you healing yourself is what's going to produce your power to its fullest. Walking away from those negative energies, those shapeshifters, is what's going to lead you to your positive expectations in your life through this dark night of the soul. Because as you can see, she's crying, she's surrounded by thorns, she's knelt down, she's got raindrops, tears in her hands right here, but she's still got the beautiful colors in her wings. There's still beautiful colors surrounding her because she's not giving up. We also have look inside of yourself, and that's where you truly will find your answers. You must dive deep through the webs that surround you, trying to entangle you and hold you back, and dive deep into that darkness to find who you truly are and what your life desires of you. Next, we have making new friends. So what the divine is letting you know is that you literally have to drop all the shapeshifters and false energies around you and make new friends that'll help enlighten you and bring you up in life to lead you towards what you're truly meant to be in your life's path. This is a beautiful card. Butterflies represent power of change, and she's wearing beautiful blue colors and yellow. This card is not even supposed to be in this deck. This is an angel card. So this is here for a reason. So this angel card says, to make your decision, ask yourself, which way brings me closer to my divine purpose and which way takes me away from it? How perfect is this angel card for you? I'm just saying. And it's not even supposed to be in this deck. It got mixed in somehow. It just magically appeared for you. Again, it states, to make your decision, ask yourself, which way brings me closer to my divine purpose and which way takes me away from it? The choice is ultimately up to you, collective. And then we have this card that says, follow your dreams. Again, keep a dream journal. Pay attention to what's going on because that's where you're going to find your answers. That's where your spirit guides are speaking to you. That's where your ancestral bloodline is trying to produce this information and strength for you so that you can find out how powerful you actually are. We have another Dark Night of the Soul card. Perhaps some of these beings in your life that are holding you back, not wanting you to find out your true power, are coming from your parents. I mean, a lot of the time it's parents that hold you back because they're so selfish in the fact that they don't want to be left alone. They don't like to see their baby birds fall from the nest. They'd rather keep them in the nest. So they find ways to help them stay in the nest so that they're not alone rather than watching them fly and flourish in life. It's a very sad situation, but it's a truthful situation. And then we have beauty. You see this beauty card? You see how she's wearing black? She's also cutting her hair up here at the top, letting you know that in order to produce new life, you must release the things that no longer serve you. And then a higher consciousness. Pay attention to what's going on around you because you have higher beings out there trying to tell you what's going on, trying to help guide you towards your higher purpose and what's going on in life. Your days of struggling are over. You're not supposed to struggle this much. You're not supposed to go through this much heartache. But the beings in life and the lifeline that you've been given, perhaps past bloodlines have set you to these perhaps you are the one that is going to break all of your lineage curses because you're special and you're different and you refuse to back down. And that's the purpose of why you are here. And you should feel so proud of who you are for doing that. That's a very hard thing to do. And last but not least, we have family harmony. Once you do this and keep your boundaries up and you produce who you truly are, the shapeshifters and the people in the family that surrounds you trying to hold you back are going to not have any other choice but to accept you for who you are. They're going to have to sit and reflect. That's what's going to happen. They're going to have to sit and reflect on the things that they've done and the things that are going on in their life before they could ever sit down and judge you, because you're doing nothing but being powerful and shining that light towards beauty. This is going to be the end of your reading for you, collective. I do hope you enjoyed this message. Until next time, if you do have some time, if you watched it this far, please hit the like, subscribe, and share button. That would be very greatly appreciated. And until next time, light and love. Blessings.